Publishing
Yeah, well, today is
introduction.
Thursday. Yeah, so about just say we are on the Frankfurt book
Yes.
fair, and
We're attending. Okay, I'll start.
I'm talking to Mr.
Luka Grigolia.
Lucas.
Luka.
Luka.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're a publisher from Georgia.
Yes. I represent Sulakauri Publishing House, which is currently leading publishing house in Georgia.
Okay.
We are on market for 20 years now. Next year we have this anniversary coming. So mostly we translate titles, but we have very big list of Georgian writers as well, because in Georgian language there are not many good writers, contemporary writers. So we try to have the best ones and support the Georgian literature, Georgian language generally. So we publish many things, from children's literature to comic books, graphic novels, to classic titles, contemporary classics, all kinds of books really, genre literature as well, and so basically a little bit of everything. And this particular book is called...
All right. Because I heard your language,
Yes.
your language quite difficult language.
Yes,
Can
indeed.
you explain me about your language a little bit?
Our language is really unique because of several things. First of all, it's really one of the oldest languages spoken in the world. So, speaking of old languages, you know how it goes. It changed a lot over the hundreds of years. But we have also this alphabet, which is more than 2,000 years old. So it's also very unique on its way. It's one of the oldest alphabets in the world. So all of this makes
that
it...
means you can read the old book just like read the book now.
Read a book?
I mean, you can read the old books 1,000 years ago.
Yes, there are books from I think 1,500 years ago.
Yeah.
So in 5th century there was some kind of literature in Georgia. Then it was mostly religious literature as well, because it's how monasteries and churches worked by then. They was used to rewrite all the stuff. So there's many remaining things in the museums. You can see it's really old and mostly connected to religious texts, but mostly.
But you can still understand that.
Sorry.
You can understand it.
Of course, you can read it.
1,000 years old.
Yes. You can read it, and it's in the museums mostly. So many scientists have discovered many different things about our language. So what we have today is a mixture of everything. Of course, the language is changing. It's always modernizing, and many new words are. Of course, we have to do that, not because language has to live as we live and as we grow up. So yeah, many processes are. But this Frankfurt.
So the new word. The new word. You mean that's a word from a foreign language, or from it's a new word?
Yeah, I think both, because, for example, when they translated the language of Microsoft, Google, they had this people working about that, and they used to create some new words. But also, because of the internet. Of course, foreign words are also in use. You can't avoid that when you don't have alternative in your own language. So
basically, you take English words into your
not like that. I mean, specific words which mostly have Latin base, which are come from Greek, terms like, for example, internet. Because when you say internet, it's international word.
Okay.
Everyone knows that internet is internet. When you say, for example, Facebook, or I don't know, very modern technology connected words, I mean only that. But generally, Georgian language is very rich and is always up to date. So all of this helps that.
Okay. How about the influence from two big countries on your border, basically?
Which ones?
Russian and Turkey.
Russian language was never an influence because it's quite young compared to Georgian, so it never influenced Georgian language as much as Turkish, for example, because there are some language families are connected to each other, so you can find some of the words, some of the very old words in Georgian language which come from Turkish, for example, or maybe Greek. Very few, because Greek colonies were not that strong connected to in terms of language, but yeah.
Okay. So Well, what we was talking about your bestsellers. Can you show me your bestseller to me?
Yes, this is our last year's best-selling title.
Okay.
It's called.
How do you read this title?
It's Samkhrtuli Spilo in Georgian.
See in Georgian?
Samkhrtuli Spilo.
Okay.
In English, you can say Southern Elephant.
Okay. What about?
It's about one day in Tbilisi. Tbilisi is the capital of Georgia. So the main character just walks around the city and has these memories. It's like a movie, actually, this book. Because every episode is like a movie scene. So when you read it, if you know the streets of Tbilisi, it's like a movie. So you can picture everything described in this book. So basically, it's like a movie, of course, but also very nicely written. And it also won some awards, one of the awards, and was shortlisted on one of the prestigious awards. So, yeah, it was our best-selling title, and many people really enjoyed reading it. It already is translated into German language and published in Germany. So, hopefully, many other languages will come. I think its rights are already sold in at least around 10 languages. So,
Okay.
yeah. So.
What do you like to read a little bit for me in this language, in your language?
Do you want me to read from this book?
A little bit, just a little bit from.
Okay,
You know,
it begins like this.
from the beginning, yes.
ჭოკებით შეერაღებული პოლიციელები საქმიანად ფუსფუსებენ ორთაჭალ ჰესზე. გონი ზამთრის მზიან და სუსხენდილას თელ ჩვენს ქალაქში მხოლოდ მათთვის გამოჩენილა რაღაც საქმე. მთელი ძალით აწვევიან, ცოტაც და ადგილიდან დაძრავენ მიცვალებულს. მის ამოყვანას არ ცდილობენ, მხოლოდ მისი ადგილიდან დაძვრა და სხვა ადგილას გადაცურება უნდათ. დგავართ და ამ სანახაობას გაშტერებული უცქერთ, ვერაფერს მივხვდავართ. It's like that. So I really have to go. Sorry.
Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Yeah. So have nice time in
You too.
Frankfurt.
Where are you from?
I come from China.
China.
Yeah.
Great.